Hey guys, Jake Alfano13 back again with, this time, not a deck review, but a card trick tutorial. Alright, so this card trick is called Retwist, and I did not come up with it. Search Retwist on YouTube, or Retwist tutorial, whatever, that's not mine. And you'll find the original maker. They did a pretty good tutorial, but it's a little long, so I'm going to try and sum it up myself, and I've used it for Izanagi22's contest number 29, and I didn't win. Woo! I'm awesome. But, yeah. So here it is. I'll show you a performance first, and hope I don't mess up like the last time. I just tried to film it a second ago, and I messed up, and it was sad. But yeah, let's give it a shot. Alright, so this is Retwist. So here I have 4 aces, 4 kings. Alright, so I've heard rumors that apparently the 4 aces are the heaviest, or are the lightest cards in the deck, and the 4 kings are the heaviest cards in the deck, because of the king's, like, larger amount of ink, and the aces' lack of ink. And the aces apparently have a more magical ability over the kings because of their lightness. So, so here I have 4 aces, just set those down so we don't need them right now. And now here, I know I just flashed that, don't pay attention. Sorry, this angle sucks, so I'm trying. But, yeah, so here I have 4 kings. Wait, fail. So I'm going to have all the four kings flipped over. Alright, so now that there are the 4 kings. Alright, yeah, this performance sucks, guys. I'm sorry, but, yeah, so now I'm going to test out the aces and see that because of their lightness and extended magical abilities, because of it, I should be able to just snap my fingers and one of the aces flips over. Just like that. Sorry, I can't, like, hold my wrist like this, like, the whole time, but I tried. So I'm sure you probably saw my flash there, too. So now, all I have to do is to flip over another one, just give it a shake. And now, next ace flips over. If you still don't believe me, I'm just going to take the ace of diamonds, and just give it a little shake. Now it flips over. Now for the final ace, the ace of spades. Now all I have to do is just give this a little spin, just like that, and the final ace, ace of spades, flips over. Sorry, I was like this the whole time I was showing you, but whatever. All 4 aces are flipped over now. Alright, so now all 4 aces are flipped over, but wouldn't it just be funny if the whole time instead of having aces, I actually had 4 kings. So there I have the 4 kings, right? So now I have the 4 kings, but if I have the 4 kings, what happens to the aces? The answer is right here on the table. For here, the whole time, are the aces. So that proves that the lack of ink on the aces can allow for higher magical awesomeness of them over the kings. So I just managed to switch the aces with the kings. Alright, that performance failed, I know. But my iPod sucks. It's at a terrible angle, and I don't have like a tripod or something to put it on, obviously, because it's an iPod. So, yeah. I tried my best. I hope you guys sort of, kind of enjoyed that, but yeah, and I flashed like a bunch of times because of the bad angle, but whatever. Alright, so now for the tutorial, right? So, what you want to do is you want to take out the 4 aces and the 4 kings, obviously, and you put them back to back. Just like that. Sorry, I'm like not showing you at all, but back to back, just like that. So now, what you want to do is you want to have the aces in the order like this, so it goes, it doesn't really matter, but I prefer to do it this way, in this order. You want to have it black, red, except I prefer to have it ace of clubs, red card, ace of spades, red card, just because the ace of spades I like to leave as the last ace, and just how the trick works, that'll be the last ace, and I just prefer the ace of spades because it's a little cooler. And then for the kings, on the other side, you want to have just black, red, black, and I prefer to do the king of clubs first, reds in any order, king of spades last, just because I feel like it. Alright, so now you start off the trick, rambling on about lightness, 4 aces, 4 kings, blah, blah, blah. And what you want to do is when you flip it over, you want to get a break right underneath this bottom card. the king of spades. So you just want to get a break right under there. So when you flip it over, just show them. Then when you flip it back over, you can sort of lift it up just a little bit under here and just get your break. So there, now you have your break above that last card. Alright, yeah, there. So you have a break under that last card. And then what you want to do is you ramble on about lightness and stuff, and you peel off, so you take off everything from that break over just that one king. You peel off 1, 2, 3, and then you leave this packet because there's actually 3 other kings underneath there. So you leave that, and then you go 4, and you spread it. Make sure you don't spread this or show this too much, because they're supposed to think that that's a packet of 4 kings when really it's not. And then when you square it back up again, you get a break right under the ace of spades. Right, so now you have a break under that ace of spades. So there, so you have that break. And now what you do is then, so you say you're going to test that out or whatever, and then you flip it from that break. You flip everything from that break to the king side, so they don't see that you really have an ace, well, 2 aces. So really, so you just flip it, and then you set down the aces, or the aces, and then you show them the kings. So this is where I messed up, duh, because I fail at life. So you flip over 1 king, and you say, here I have the 4 kings. So you flip, so you bring 1, and then you peel off the other while clipping that bottom king. So you basically peel it, so you peel that, or you clip that king, and you peel the next one, which is an ace, 3, 4, and really this is just that same king again. So in reality you only have 3 cards, 2 aces and a king. We put it off as 4. So you set those down, you don't need those anymore, and now you should have the aces in this order. So you have red ace, black ace, and the 3 kings. Face down, right? So now what you want to do is then you want to say, so I'm going to test this out, blah blah blah, you snap your fingers, cool beans, and then you do an Elmsley count. And if you don't know what an Elmsley count is, you basically peel off and push the first card over, and then you push off this whole packet. So it's really 3 cards, but you're playing it off as 1, right? So you peel 1, push off that packet, and you bring this other card under and you clip it again. So then when you're grabbing this, you clip it to 3, 4. So you show this ace again, right? So now you should have 2 aces, 3 kings on the bottom. So then you say, 1 flipped over, whoa, cool beans. And then what you do is then you want to get into a straddle grip. If you don't know what that is, 2 middle fingers on the side, index on top, pinky on the bottom, and thumb fapping or whatever you want to do, you know. And then so you shake or whatever, and you push off 1, 2, 3, and then you leave this other one right here, where my index finger is pointing to right there. You leave that alone because it's actually 2 cards, 2 kings. You play it off as 1 ace. It's actually flipped over. Then you have those, and then you just want to switch these 2 cards. So you have an ace in each hand and a face-down card in each hand. And then you place down just the ace of spades because you don't need that. That'll be your final card to flip over. And then so here you have the 2 kings, and you situate the 2 kings above, say, just the pip of the last ace. So then you can do it easy. And then what you want to do is you want to pull, actually while you're shaking, you want to pull that bottom king over. Right, so it'll make the illusion of it actually flipping. So then you do that, and then you flip, and right as you shake, pull over. And if you don't notice, I go into straddle grip so that I don't end up moving that packet of those 2. So you have it like this, you shake, and then you go into straddle grip, and sometimes you might have to push with your thumb just to get it a little more square, but whatever. So now I'm in straddle grip, right? And then you have that. So then you show that. So now the 3rd ace flipped over. And now you take your final ace, ace of spades, and put it underneath that packet of the 1 ace and 2 kings and the other king right there. So just like that. And then what you want to do is you want to say, what now? So then for the final ace, I'm totally zoning out. You do the spin or whatever you want to do. Then you do another Elmsley count. 1, 2, 3, 4. And the last ace flipped over, right? So now you should have, in this order, 3 kings, 2 aces, right? So now what you want to do is you want to take the 2 top kings, put them on the bottom, because that'll help you do the Elmsley count, right? So now you have king, king, ace, ace, and king. So just like that. And then what you want to do is, so you have that, and then what you want to do is you want to say, so since it was on the bottom, so wouldn't it be totally cool if I had kings, blah blah blah, you push it through. So then there, you do another Elmsy count, 1, 2, 3, 4, 4 kings, right? So now what you want to do, and you can do this in multiple different ways, you can spread it like a derp and totally flash that, and get a break under there, under those 3 kings on top. Or what I do is just try and get a back view for you. Oh god, this fails, man. Oh god. Oh god! No. Alright, so I can't do this. But basically, pretend like my index finger is my thumb, and basically from the back, you're just gonna flip down those 2 aces. So you slip down 1, 2. So now you have those 2 aces, and you get a break right underneath there, right? Pretend this is my pinky. So you get a break right under there. Alright, so from the back, I'm really just flipping it with my thumb. So 1, 2, and you get that break. So those are the 2 aces, right? And then you say, oops. Alright, so then you say, so if I have the 4 kings though, and then what you do is from pinky break, you switch to getting that break with your thumb break, right there. And you say, well, if I have the 4 kings here, what happened to the 4 aces? So then you just go down, and then what you do is when you pick these up, then you actually drop that packet from the break, so then you deposit those aces on top. So now you should only have 3 kings here, and you place those on the table. And then here you should have ace, ace, king, ace, ace. Right? So what you want to do is now you want to do a scallion spread, or scallion spread, I don't remember which, something like that, I think it's scallion. And then what you want to do is you want to, so I'll teach you how to do this. So you peel off 1, then from the back, you peel off 1, 2. And you leave this card alone because it's actually a packet. So what it looks like is the 4 aces, but really you actually have an extra king under there, right? So now what was the order of that? So you do scallion, 1, 2, 3, and you leave this alone, and you show. You show here I have the 4 aces because I'm a boss, so they were on the table the whole time. And then you drop that packet with the extra king on top first, so then you have the 4 kings, then it's even, and then you just put them on however you want. And then now you'll have it in perfect order, and you will actually have 4 kings because you'll have placed this ace on top first, and then there. So if you switch the 4 aces and the 4 kings, then you just talk about lightness, magicalness, awesomeness, whatever. So yeah. So that's it. I hope you guys like this. I hope you guys are glad that I finally got out this tutorial. I know that I finally got out some card tricks in a tutorial. Yeah, I know this is a long tutorial, but it is a good card trick. It takes a lot of memorizing. Trust me, it does, but it works, and it's a fun card trick to do, and I just failed. But yeah, it just takes some practice with performance and better camera angle. But yeah, so I hope you guys liked it. That's it for this video, I guess. I'll talk to you guys later.